pretty much new to our area. This is not typically how we roll in January.
No.
The good thing is, though, we kind of get some of these warmers, not like this, but then
Right.
and then it cools down again, and then so you're not just faced with 30 days of freezing
Right. It
temperatures.
gives you a little bit of hope there for a little bit. You're like,
Exactly.
oh, spring eventually will be here. Well, if you're digging this run, we have it for 3 more days, and then we're going totally back to the wintertime thing. But remember, we had this at Christmas week, and now here we go again. So here is the current number in Dublin, 56. So, yeah, they're still sitting up there a little bit. We're going to say around 50 in the morning. We stopped at 52 at the Macon Airport this morning. Some places went beneath that, so I'm going to say around 50. All right, so here's a look at the numbers. You see a lot of green on the board, some yellow as you get into South Texas, which was orange today. When you see that, orange meaning mid-80s. So it's not going that warm for us, but we're going to stay with the 70s for the next few days. A lot of 50s on the board, still 61 down south, 60 in McRae. Warner Robins not reporting, but just to show you kind of a wild night where some places are warmer, Dublin is, and then some places a little bit cooler than this time last night, but we should shake down to somewhere 50 plus to start the day tomorrow. All right, so there's the radar shot. Empty out there. Again, the models have been saying an occasional sprinkle. We're just not seeing it. So just a few clouds off and on, and that's been the case for the first half of the week, and we'll continue with that. So it's not like we're going to get a bright, sunshiny day. We're still going to be doing, clouds with some peaks of sun off and on as we finish out the week. Let's take a look at Future View. It continues to show these green blips, but this is like almost now, and you don't see any of that on the radar. So we're just going to go with mostly cloudy. There is a look at tomorrow. If a sprinkle wants to pop up, welcome to the party. Otherwise, it's just going to be mostly cloudy. There's tomorrow afternoon, more of the same thing, and then this will take us into Friday. Now, this is when we start looking out northwest Georgia into Alabama. The approach eventually of this cold front that will come in Saturday for us, that's the thing that's going to drop the numbers way down. So the 70s will be over after this. But along that boundary is where there could be some rain, a few thunderstorms. Could get some pretty decent rainfall totals in Alabama. Is just kind of hanging around. This is Friday night. We're still quiet here. Then it starts to get a little move. This takes us into Saturday afternoon. Maybe not as much rain as the way it's looking so far, a little thinner line, but there could be a thunderstorm or two in here. If that's 2 in the afternoon, it probably would be later in the day, and the long-range models kind of agree with that. There's around 4 to 5, 6 o'clock, somewhere in there, and then coming across as we go through Saturday night. What you don't see there is the temperature dropping quickly as we go into Saturday night and Sunday, and we'll keep it cold as we go on into next week. As far as the short term is concerned, though, again, 50 plus in the morning. Tomorrow afternoon, this shows upper 60s, but I think we could still hit 70 plus in some spots. 50s for Friday morning, and then Friday afternoon, this is only showing around 70, 71. But I put us in the mid 70s for the most part, because we'll have numbers that could go as high as that. Of course, some of it will depend on if we can get some clouds to break apart. Saturday's the rain thing. After that comes through, that front, we go right back to wintertime. Sunday on into next week.